Hey Mom, how are you doing?
Kyle? What have you been doing without even a single call? How is Isabella?
Oh, actually, we had a baby.
What? When was it born? A baby? Why didn't you tell me until now? You should have told me.
A lot had been going on, so I didn't have time to tell you.
What do you mean you didn't have time to tell me? Please, explain.
My company is in financial trouble, and our income has dropped dramatically. I had to have Isabella work full-time, even though she was having morning sickness. And I couldn't take maternity or paternity leave.
What? I didn't know you were in trouble. Why didn't you talk to me about it earlier?
Of course I was working, but it wasn't enough to make a living for ourselves. So we were both mentally and physically exhausted. We were struggling to live day to day. I didn't have enough energy to even talk to you about it.
Were you in that much trouble?
Yes, we were. And then, just before the baby was born, my company went bankrupt.
Oh my! I didn't know anything.
So, I had to put Isabella to work right after the baby was born.
What? I didn't know you guys were going through such a hard time. Why didn't you tell me sooner? A woman who just had a baby should be resting, both physically and mentally. If you push her too hard, it will affect her health.
I know. So I'm going to get a better paying part-time job. Well, I'm looking for a real job, of course.
I can think of some places to get a job. Do you want me to talk to them?
No, I need the money as soon as possible. So I'm going to start working part-time right away. I want to find a job on my own.
I see.
So I have a favor to ask you.
What?
I've got a job interview on short notice tomorrow, and I was wondering if you could take care of the baby for me.
What?
I can't ask Isabella anymore. I mean, I shouldn't be asking her to do more, should I? I thought about daycare, but there's no daycare center that will take care of a newborn, so...
That's fine. I'd be happy to take care of my adorable grandchild. In return, please find a new job as soon as possible. Please let Isabella rest.
I know. Oh, but please don't tell her about this, okay?
Why?
She is very concerned about the child.
Of course.
So, if she finds out I left the baby with you and went to work part-time, she might say she's going to quit her job.
Well, that's what a mother would do.
I don't want her to be bothered any more than she already is. So I was wondering if you could help me.
I understand if that's what you mean. Anyway, you should look for a new job right away. Of course, I'll take care of the baby while you're working part-time.
Thanks, Mom. Hey, Mom, could you take the baby again?
I don't have any plans, so it's fine. But more importantly, haven't you found a job yet? You can't spend forever working part-time, you know?
I know. I've got a couple of companies lined up, but I'm just being cautious. I'm just trying to find the best job, since I'm having Isabella working hard. I want her to quit her job so she can focus on raising our child.
Well, that's true. I'm sorry to hear that Isabella is struggling too. I still think I should talk to the company I know.
No, that's okay.
You should get every help you can. The father of the family can't just leave the baby to someone. I feel so bad for Isabella. If there's anything I can do to help...
Mom, we're making good progress. Just give me a little more time. I have my own ideas, and I have my own pride.
Pride? This is not the time to be talking about pride. Isabella has been working full-time ever since she gave birth. That's not normal.
I know. I feel bad for her too. That's why I've been working part-time and looking for a job every day.
I know, but...
I got some special certifications during my last job. So I think I might be able to get a good job. And I want a job with the best conditions. That's why it's taking some time. But I'll get the job for sure in time.
Oh yeah?
Besides, I think Isabella would be shocked if she finds out that you know about the situation. I'm sure she wasn't planning for this to happen. And since you're trying so hard to keep quiet about it, I want you to leave her alone.
Well, if that's how you feel, then I guess I should just leave her alone. I understand. Anyway, I hope you get a job as soon as possible.
Thanks, Mom. And thank you for taking care of the baby.
Hey, Kyle? You haven't found a job yet? It's been almost 2 months. I'm getting tired of it every day.
Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry for taking away your freedom. But I'm almost done.
Really?
We're in the middle of negotiations, and it looks like it's going to work out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now I can ask Isabella to quit her job. Then, I won't have to ask you to take care of the baby anymore. It's better for the baby to be with Isabella.
That's true. I can't wait for you to do that for Isabella.
Yeah. So, I have one more favor to ask of you.
What is it?
Can you lend me some money?
What?
I've been working really hard, but it's a part-time, you know? I don't think I have enough money to live on, and we are in trouble. Isabella is a little depressed because she's got money worries on top of her job. So I can't keep bothering her any longer.
Yeah? Is that what's happening? You've been making her work since right after the baby was born. It's no wonder. That's not good. I'm worried about her condition, so maybe I should talk to her myself. I can take care of the baby there.
That's no good.
Why not? I'm worried.
I told you before, didn't I? She's very worried that you might find out about this. If she finds out, it'll be worse.
We don't have time for this kind of talk anymore, do we? Besides, it's not her fault. You're my son, you're causing me trouble, and I can't pretend I don't know about it.
No, I think this is a marital problem. We have to somehow get past this by talking it over between the two of us. If we don't, she said there's no bright future for us. So, can you lend me some money? I'll pay you back as soon as I get my job.
Okay. If you insist, I can help you out a little. Can I give it to you when I pick you up?
Yeah, that would be great. Please do. Mom, please take the baby today too. I know it's short notice, but I'm in a hurry.
Wait a minute. I thought I told you I had something to do today. I have to go out too, so I can't take care of the baby today.
What? But there's a sudden absent at work and they're short on staff. Even if it's a part-time job, I'm obligated to help them, don't you think?
I have my own schedule too, you know. I'm going on an overnight trip to a spa with a friend from college. It's something we do once a year, and it's my favorite trip. I'm sorry, but I can't make it today.
What? A trip to a spa? Why don't you ask them to move the date?
Don't be selfish. I told you in advance.
I'm working. What's more important, your entertainment or my job? I have a life to live, you know.
I've been in this situation for almost 3 months now. You can't do this to me. If you can't get a job, I'll talk to Isabella about it. Besides, today is the day of the trip, right? I can't cancel on the same day. I just talked with my friend yesterday.
What's more important to you, a trip to a spa or your grandchild?
How can you compare them? I have my own life. No matter how much I love your grandchild, this is different.
Don't you care what happens to my family?
I do care about your family. But the baby will be 3 months old soon, and I don't think he should be with me all the time.
You want Isabella to get sick?
I do not.
Right. That's the reason why I'm asking you to do it. Anyway, I can't be late because it's work.
What?
I just got there and I put the baby in front of the door. Don't forget to take care of the rest.
Wait a minute. Kyle, you can't do that. Kyle! Isabella? Answer the phone. Wendy, good morning. I was on the train and didn't look at my phone. What's wrong? Something is wrong. You left your newborn baby with me. What? It's irresponsible to leave your baby here with me for 3 days. What are you talking about? What? Don't you pretend you don't know about it. You didn't contact me even once. Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant or that you had given birth? What? I know my son is giving you a hard time. I know that you work very hard to protect him. I also understand that you don't want me to know about it. But you left your newborn baby at my house day after day after day. You are leaving your newborn baby at my house every day, and now you're leaving him here for 3 days. Thanks to you, I even had to turn down a trip to a spa with my friends. Wendy, wait a minute. Kyle is giving me a hard time? I'm working to cover for him? In addition, what do you mean I'm leaving my child with you? I don't have a baby. What? What on earth are you talking about? You don't have to hide anymore. I've been taking care of your child for 3 months now. Aren't you being too irresponsible as a mother? Kyle told me to keep quiet because he doesn't want you to worry, but I can't take it anymore. Wendy, I really don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Huh? How long are you going to keep pretending you know nothing? I go to work as usual, and I'm working as usual. What kind of trouble is Kyle causing me? There's been no change in our family. If there is, I would say that my overtime work has increased a little. What? My salary has gone up just a little bit, so I'm feeling a sense of fulfillment. I would like to have children, but it's not going to work out smoothly. But I'm trying to have a baby. What do you mean? I'm taking care of your baby right now. And for 3 days. Who is this child? What? Who's the child? That's the question I want to ask. I haven't had a baby, and there's no sign of it. That's why I can devote myself to my work. Then, what is it that Kyle was talking about? Who is this child? Wendy, calm down and tell me more details. Okay. Kyle, what are you doing now?
Huh? Of course I'm working. I told you I'm away on a business trip for a while. I'm on my lunch break right now.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Does it have to be now?
Yeah. I'm going to report the baby to the police that your mother is keeping.
What?
You said that I gave birth to this baby. How is that possible? I don't remember being pregnant, and I don't remember giving birth. I'm living the same life as before. Your mother insists that it's our baby, so I thought I'd call the police.
Why?
Why? I'm the one who wants to know. I talked to your mother. When did I give birth? And I'm living the same life. You told her that I'm depressed because I'm working full-time instead of you who lost a job.
Wait a minute. There's some kind of misunderstanding.
I know. Well then, I'll go to the police myself with a strange baby.
Wait a minute. It's not. It's not a stranger's baby.
Huh? What do you mean? Will you explain it to me? Tell me so your mother and I can understand.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you everything properly. Just don't take the baby to the police.
Well, that depends on what you say.
The baby I left with my mother is
What?
the child of a woman I cheated on you.
What? The child of a woman you cheated on me?
Actually, I've been having an affair. You work a lot of overtime, so I thought you wouldn't notice.
Huh? Since when?
Since you started working late, I'd say about 10 months ago, I felt lonely going home with no lights on. I met her while I was out drinking.
Oh no.
When I met her, she had just found out she was pregnant. Her husband is a busy guy who worked from morning till midnight. She was very anxious and lonely, so we hit it off right away.
You mean you cheated on me while she was pregnant?
Yeah. And after the baby was born, I couldn't take her on dates, and we talked about it. I came up with the idea of asking my mom to take care of the baby. You hadn't seen my mom since you got busy. So I thought, if I asked her to keep it a secret, you wouldn't find out.
So you told your mother not to tell me?
Well, yeah.
Huh? What happened to your job?
I quit.
Huh? When?
About a month ago. My sales performance wasn't good enough. My boss lectured me day in and day out. I don't deserve to take such complaints when I'm working so hard. I got angry and left the company.
You were so disgusting.
We'll be able to live on my savings for a while. I was going to get a new job before I ran out of money.
Yeah? You mean you've been playing with your savings?
I have been paying the bills, right? I just spent the rest of the money little by little.
What do you mean? What about the last 3 days? Why did you leave the baby on your mother's doorstep?
Her husband suddenly decided to go on a business trip, so we decided to make a short trip. I had time to make a reservation for the airplane, so I left the baby with my mom first thing in the morning.
That woman must be out of her mind. She left the baby she gave birth to. She is not a mother. That's impossible as a mother, isn't it? No wonder your mother is going crazy. What in the world were you two thinking?
I thought it would work out without being caught.
You disgust me to no end. There's no way you could get your mother involved and not get caught. I heard you borrowed some money from her too?
Yeah, I had to borrow money from her to pay for the trip.
You're the worst.
The only reason this happened in the first place is because you're working all the time, right? You come home, it's dark, dinner's not even ready. You don't even know what time you're gonna be home. Would you want to go back home like that?
Huh? Listen to yourself. Your income decreased because of your poor sales performance. I had no choice but to work overtime to make ends meet. And you cheated on me? Even your mother would be annoyed.
That's not true. She told me how cute the baby was. She thought she had a real grandbaby and took great care of him. It gave her excitement in her life. And the money was for the baby, so what's the problem?
What do you think your mother's kindness meant to you? Enough is enough.
What?
Let's get a divorce.
What are you talking about? Not getting a divorce?
You have no right to say that. You're still with the woman you cheated on your wife with, aren't you? I have no intention of staying married to someone who deceives his wife and mother.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to continue the relationship with her forever because she has a baby.
Huh? How selfish are you? The other person has a husband and a child, right? What about him?
Well, I'm sure they'll get back together eventually.
Huh?
I just had an affair for a little while, you know. You don't have to divorce me.
I can't trust you anymore. You even went to our joint savings, didn't you?
What?
After I asked your mother what happened, it occurred to me to look into it. And then, the money we had saved for a future child and the purchase of a home, and it was almost all gone. I was very shocked. I was even more shocked that it had disappeared to go on a date with the woman you had been cheating on me.
No, I was going to put it back as soon as I got a new job. I'm not going to leave it at that.
There's no way you're going to be able to pay back all the money I've piled up over the years right away, is there? Stop lying on the spur of the moment. Your mother has agreed to the divorce. She's been watching this text right next to me.
What? My mother?
She also said she's breaking off the relationship with you. Of course. You made her take care of a child she's not related to, saying he's her grandchild. You even asked her for money when I was having a hard time making ends meet. But in fact, you did it to cheat on me. I feel sorry for your mother too.
Wait a minute. From now on, I'll work diligently and work hard for you and Mom. So please forgive me for this time. Please.
You don't have to come back home or her house anymore. Please go wherever you want with your unfaithful partner.
You're kidding, right? Really, wait a minute.
I'm not lying. Then, just now, your mother took the baby to the police. As a result, the cheating mother is coming to pick him up.
Huh? If you do that, she's going to be in a lot of trouble.
I don't care. She took care of a complete stranger's child, so she did what she had to do. I'll have you talk to a lawyer from now on.
Lawyer? Why? Please don't do this.
I don't want to see or talk to a traitor like you ever again. Then, I'm going to have to block all your contact information.
Oh no. So, this is it? Wait a minute. I'm not getting a divorce.
After that, I left the apartment I was living in with only the necessary luggage before Kyle came home. He came home from his trip in a hurry. He said I was already gone at the apartment, and when he went to his mother's house, she wouldn't even let him in the front door. The woman with whom he was having an affair naturally found out about the affair from her husband. As a result, Kyle and the woman ended up being sued for alimony by both me and her husband. The alimony from the cheating partner was immediately paid by her parents. She said she caused a lot of trouble for everyone, and she was forced to take her newborn baby back to her parents' home. Kyle, on the other hand, had used up all of his savings and had no job. He could not continue to live in the apartment and moved into a small, inexpensive apartment. He is now working several part-time jobs to pay his alimony. I'm going to ask him to keep paying until he pays off everything. I moved closer to the company, and I'm continuing to work as usual. The revelation of Kyle's affair was a surprise to me, and I was unable to recover from the shock for a while. But I am finally over it, and I'm able to work as hard as ever again. From now on, I am thinking of saving money for myself.